So let me start at the beginning. Boom. Envision this. 2015, maybe 14. I'm 24, 25. I meet this dude. I meet this dude, tall, dark skin, got a little beard. Ooh, nice smile, very charming in the music industry. So it's like, wow, you're witty too. You write your own music? You have bars. That's how they got me. That's how they got me back in the day. It's like, oh, you're so creative. Let's get another creative element. Let's just create and turn on neon lights. And that's how they get you. You think they so creative. It's just sexy. You're an artist. Wow, you're an artist, right? So me and this dude start kicking it. Now, mind you, when I tell stories, you guys, you have to understand. Braylon, that's me. If you don't know, the B stand for Braylon. Now you know. I forget a lot of stuff, not just bad stuff. I forget good stuff too, because my memory is so bad. Why? Because of trauma. It's a trauma response. You just want to block it out because you don't want to remember it. My problem is, or the problem, not just my problem, the problem is I don't only forget bad things. I forget good moments too. So I have to be really intentional in the moment, document, write down, remember, so I don't forget the good stuff. But I forgot a lot of this story. So I'm gonna just tell y'all what I remember. But we was talking around 24, 25. So this is so crazy. Jesus. The fact that this boy almost got my ass is what? Braylon, just slow down and start at the beginning. You're still celibate. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. Okay. We start talking. As we're talking, mind you, this guy never committed to me. We're on and off for maybe 3 years. So from 24, 25, 26, on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. I'm dating him, but he never committed to me, you guys. And back then, I can say he's a fuckboy. He was toxic, all I want. But obviously something in me allowed that and was attracted to it, right? So B Simone at 24, 25 was okay with this standard, not being committed to, being lied to, a million after a million after a million chances, not believing somebody when they showed you who they were. And I was just, I can't say I was okay with it, but I allowed it, right? So boom. We're talking on and off for years. Eventually, matter of fact, before I even get to eventually I got fed up, let me tell you scenarios that happened. Let's just start at the time I rolled under his gate, okay? Called him numerous times after the club. Mind you, I was a little under the influence. I was a little tipsy, so I got a little crazy. Probably Hennessy, because Hennessy brought out that dog in me. Okay, it probably wasn't clear. It was probably Hennessy, okay? Leaving the club, I was supposed to go to his house after the club. No answer. No answer. No answer. Now, your call has been forwarded, so now I know you up. Because you done forward my call. At first it was just ringing. Now you getting irritated, so you done forwarded it. So you up. So what I'm going to do is have my homegirl drive to your house. We driving in Atlanta. 3 a.m. Just driving. I'm going to go get this nigga. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to his house. Boom. We get to the gate. I didn't think this far because I wasn't using my brain. I did not think this far. We get to the gate. Don't know the gate code. But that's fine, because there's a little crack at the bottom of that gate. And my big ass, at this time I was a little chubby. Nobody told me. I didn't even know I was chubby. I thought I looked good. But now looking back, it's like, you was chubby. Had the nerve to wear crop tops. My big ass slithered up under that gate, rolled under the gate, and started banging on that door. So we get to the door. Knock, 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 knock. No answer, no answer, no answer. Boom, bet. You don't want to answer? I'm going to sit in your car and wait till the morning till you come out. The car, check that door. It was a Sprinter. He had a Sprinter. Open the door. Wow, it's unlocked. Sat in the Sprinter all night. My friend, I told her to leave me. Now, I ain't going to tell y'all which friend this was because the bitch shouldn't have left me. But as you can see, everybody, all parties involved were immature and childish. I'm sitting in this Sprinter all night. My eyelids start to open. I start to arise from my slumber. And I realize the sun is out. I'm sobered up and I realize where I am. He hasn't called me back. He hasn't came out to the car. And I sober up and realize you're crazy and you need to call an Uber and get the hell up out of here. Right? So I leave. Matter of fact, he doesn't even know that happened until years later. I told him I never saw him that night, but I left in the morning because I was like, you're crazy. This is ridiculous. You know, woke up in this man's car in club clothes, breath smelling like liquor. Okay. One scenario, which he eventually told me, yes, he had somebody in the house. You know, that little intuition, that little gut. I knew he had somebody in the house. But if you got to do all that, you shouldn't even be with the person, right? Let's go to another scenario. My homegirl from Dallas, Texas, comes into Atlanta. I'm living in Atlanta at the time. She comes into Atlanta and she sits on my couch. We're just watching a movie. We're having fun. She has her phone out, right? So as she has her phone out, I start to hear what she's listening to on Snapchat. She's going through her Snapchat and I'm like, wait, go back. And she's like, what? I was like, no, I just heard my nigga's voice. I know his voice. I know that tone. I know that voice. So go back. Whatever you watching is my man. And mind you, let's reiterate, he's not my man because he didn't commit. But in my mind, he was my man. Okay. She goes back and she shows me the phone. And I start watching the Snapchat. It's a girl with his son sitting in the studio, which was at his house. And his voice is in the background of him recording. And she's with his son. And she's putting all this on Snapchat. So I'm like, oh my God, this is absolutely absurd. Like, he really got another girl in this studio with him, with his son, in my seat. See, that used to be my seat. I used to be playing with the little boy while he was recording. What? So that's why you couldn't link up tonight, because you had another option. Boom. These are just certain scenarios where I'm young, I'm dumb, I put myself in this position, and these are little things that I went through with him, right?